Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Brandon. Welcome to Audio Addiction, where you finally get album reviews. You can find our band interviews, and you can find live coverage of the concerts that we get. I'll be posting an interview with Visenya a little bit later today, so definitely check that out. And I'll also be doing a ton of stuff over this weekend, hopefully trying to get any last minute album reviews out of the way. Also, check out our interview with Your Persona that I posted on Monday. That was really sick. I also did an album review of the Wonder Years' Sister Cities along with Underoath's Erase Me. So if you enjoy those bands, please go check those out. And if you enjoyed the reviews, please subscribe and please hit that thumbs up. It goes a long way, and thank you guys for your support. But tonight we're going to be talking about Castle's new EP, Abandoned. So, most of you, I would assume, have never heard of this band. They are a band out of British Columbia, Canada, and I was fortunate enough to interview them. You'll probably be seeing that a little bit later on in the future, but they just released an EP today as well, along with the Underoath record and the Wonder Years record. So definitely go give this band a listen on Spotify, on iTunes. Really cool stuff. I love what's coming out of British Columbia, Canada. I feel like they are an underrated scene, and I just wanted to give my thoughts on this record. I know probably no one else will be doing a review on it, so I'm really excited that I will probably be the only one to do that, and I'm completely stoked on that. So I'm going to go through each track off the EP, give you my thoughts and opinions on it, some pros and cons, and then finish it out with an overall rating. So the first track is called Our Last Goodbye. It's kind of like an intro track. It has some cool like vocals, not I mean like spoken words. It's just words pretty much. Which is kind of cool, but nothing really crazy going on. It's kind of the setup of the EP. It really doesn't kind of relate to any of the other songs, just kind of like an intro piece, which I think is really nice. It kind of, again, sets up the EP in an interesting way. So we're going to move into track number 2, which is Grace. And man, this one comes out swinging. I feel like this one rides the line of melodic influenced metalcore or melodic metalcore, but also has some influences of hardcore as well. So definitely dig that. Instrumentally, it reminded me a lot of older Color Morale, like we are all demons. I don't know all the names of the records, but I know it's like the first two. I would look it up. I'll probably post it and post across my face at some point. But they definitely reminded me guitar wise of that old record, those old records, and I really love those records. So I feel like instrumentally it's right up that alley, as well as just being killer in general. Really awesome stuff. The vocals are really cool as well. I would have loved to hear some maybe like layered screams, like, you know, he does kind of a I would say almost on the lines of a Fry scream, and I would love to hear kind of maybe a little bit heavier, like lower screens to kind of counterbalance the more higher range that he's got going on, that Landon's got going on. I think it would be a really cool just comparison, and it also add a lot of space to the track, which I think is definitely needed. But this one is aggressive and to the point, and it really kind of starts the record off in an awesome way. It's definitely one of my favorite tracks, for sure, off the record. So we're gonna move into track number 3, which is Lioness. This one is posted on their YouTube page, so definitely go subscribe to them. Hopefully they'll be uploading the whole EP at some point, but this one has more of a melodic feel to it, and it also includes some clean singing, which kind of took me by surprise, and I also thought it was really cool as well. There's another song later in this EP that has also clean singing as well. The song has this cool rhythm and bounce to it. There is a good chunk of the song that I feel lacks a little bit of interesting aspects or interesting points in the song that would have made it more appealing. It almost comes off a little bit generic in certain parts, but I feel like I'm a little bit nitpicky. The bridge definitely picks up the song, without a doubt. Is probably my favorite part of this song in particular, and that ending portion is so good, and I really enjoyed this part. I really enjoyed the latter half of the track. I'd say that probably the middle portion of the track is probably the hardest to get through, but other than that, I think it sounded really good. So we're gonna move into track number 4, which is Silver Tongue, and this track is a ripper and a half. I This is by far the best track off the EP, hands down. It really just hits you with such an aggression, and the guitar licks are absolutely insane. I know I say it in a lot of album reviews, but a lot of the times I'll focus on guitar parts, and this one has some of those moments that I love. Just it's really got some awesome guitar work going on here. It also has a strong Every Time I Die vibe to it as well. It's bouncy, super riffy and rhythmic. It also has a really cool uniqueness to it as well. And I'm also getting that sort of old Memphis Mayfire, more specifically Sleepwalking, where they had that sort of southern rock, southern metal feel to their music. And I also get some vibes of Beartooth as well, whether it be vocally. I just feel like it kind of rides that line with them as well, which is nice. Also, I feel like it's one of the best tracks off the record for sure. Like I've been mentioning, I think it's easily one of the best tracks off this entire EP. And that ending, like, God bless. It's so good. I love it. It's probably one of the coolest things I've heard in a minute outside of Grey Haven's record, which is amazing. So definitely enjoyed this one a whole lot, and I think it's one that you should go listen to. So we're moving in track number 5, which is Second Chances, and this features Jake of The Burden, and also another band from that area of British Columbia, Canada, which I also wrapped up an interview with them tonight as well too. So that was super sick, and that will be going out in the future as well. But this one has a cool bouncy riff to the beginning of the song, and I like Jake's guest spot in this song as well. I think he offers a unique sort of vocal perspective in this song, and I like how the mashes with Landon's screams, it really just kind of works out, and just the juxtaposition between the screams and the cleans works out very well. I would have loved to maybe hear some harmonization both clean wise. I think that would be really cool. I feel like the second verse of the song is when it really kind of ramps up and gets better, and it's definitely much better than the first part of the track. I feel it's much like The Lioness, where the first half kind of was good, but I feel like it really hits its stride once it gets to the second verse, maybe like after the first chorus part of this song. So we're gonna move into the last track, Abandon, the title track of the EP. This one kind of feels like a combination of counterparts and a little bit of Periphery in there, as well as again older Color Morale, and I also got some vibes of Holding Absence, a band off of Sharp Tone, where they kind of had that more melodic ambient driven stuff, which is really nice. There's some really cool rhythmic guitar lines and just chord structure that definitely reminds me a lot of what Periphery does. And in their interview they mentioned Periphery as being an influence guitar wise, so I could definitely get those vibes from that. It's a little bit more progressive, so I really enjoy that, and along with the melodic side, I feel like it does pair well with what Counterparts does scream wise, and also kind of like drumming, and as well as just also guitar work as well too. I feel like it definitely rides that line of melodic metalcore slash hardcore. But that kind of wraps up the record in a nutshell. Some pros and cons that I have about it: it's super heavy. I like how it pairs with aspects of melodicness, whether it be, the Color Morale, which I mentioned, or like Holding Absence, or Every Time I Die. I feel like they kind of hit really different gamuts of heaviness, and that's really nice. There are some really groovy tracks. I feel like Silverton is definitely the highlight of the entire EP. I think it's just so unique, so different from the rest of the tracks off the record, that it just kind of sticks out in a really great way. Some cons that I would have liked: I would have loved some lead guitar work at some point. Maybe, it doesn't even have to be like a solo, but just some like layering. I think it definitely needs a little bit of catering to that as well. And just overall just needs a little bit extra flavor, I feel like. And I don't know why I use the word flavor, but it definitely needs a little bit of that pizzazz that I've been expecting. But overall, I think that it is a really solid EP. Really was not expecting this to be like the what it is. It has some great elements of melodic hardcore. It's got some great elements of metalcore, and I feel like a lot of you that watch my reviews will definitely check out this EP because it's got some of the best moments that I loved from last year's records. Like I have the Counterparts record hanging up over there, which you can't see, but it has those elements of that. It has some elements of older The Color Morale, and I know a lot of people love that record too. So my overall rating for Castles Abandoned, I'm going to be giving it a 9.5 out of 10. I think it's super good. This band is highly underrated. They're very fresh, they're very new, so definitely go give them a like, go show some support to them. I will leave all links in the description where you can check out everything about Castles. Really good stuff. I know that they won't be hitting the States for a little bit because they are such a tiny band, but hopefully if you guys check this out, go give them some support, go show them some love, whether it be through Spotify, iTunes, Bandcamp. Go give them some love. It's really worth your time. This record, this EP is super good. So let me know in the comments what you think about this. I mean, I feel like most of you will go check it out and then give your thoughts on it, but I think it's one that you should definitely go check out, go pick up if you get the chance to as well. And if you enjoyed this EP review, please subscribe, but please hit that thumbs up. It goes a long way, and you'll also be notified of when this interview comes out at some point in the foreseeable future. It'll probably be out, I'm not even gonna check. It's gonna be out in the middle of this month, probably middle end of this month, so definitely go check that out when it comes out as well. And thank you guys for watching this EP review. My name is Brandon. We hope you got your fix, and we'll be talking with you soon. Peace. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Of course, if you enjoy what we do, make sure to go check out the other series we do. We do album reviews, we do band interviews, and we do live videos, so definitely go check that out. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps our channel, helps us grow. Make sure to hit that like button as well. Go follow us on social media. That's all down below. We try to keep that as updated as possible. We also made a new website where we'll be posting photos of upcoming concerts and stuff like that, which you can go check out at audioaddictionmedia.com and come get your fix with us, guys. Talk to you later. Deuces.